Hawa, Aka.
You ready, bro? Bring it in.
Yeah, I'm in the gun.
Good. Yeah, I'm ready. All right, first and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, B'Kakwadash. Double honors to our elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers who are out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. All right, and we got some very special brothers here today. We got the Memphis camp here. You know, we got the brothers from St. Bay Louis down in the Gulf Coast of Mississippi here. You know, and they hold camp there, and we got our brothers who hold camp in Mobile, Alabama here. And we got, you know, Lakama, Karatazah, Awatazah. Of course, y'all know the brothers from Memphis, Nabai, Yakanan, and the rest of the brothers, you can see them going live as well. They in the second camp, you know. Pretty deep out here today. All praises. So, but with that being said, you know, one thing that we were discussing, you know, or I heard brothers discussing a bit back in fellowshipping before camp, is unity camps. So you have a lot of these guys that go around to, yeah, we're gonna start a unity camp, and everybody eating chicken together, playing basketball. I mean, losing and being horrible at basketball, as you can see. And they actually filming it. And you see all these different things, guys getting together, and they believe that this is in the spirit. Now, see, when you go into the scriptures command you to be of one mind. All right? You have to be of one mind. You have to be good brothers. Matter of fact, when you read in the book of 1 Corinthians, the scriptures, Paul telling the Corinthians, if you got somebody that ain't on the same page as y'all, you need to get them from around you. He was like, are y'all not worthy to judge matters amongst yourselves? Like, get these guys from around you. So why, on the Lord's green earth, would you go and hang with men who believe the earth flat, or who believe the mark of the beast is not the chip, but at the same time you do? You believe the opposite of what they believe. Because when it comes down to it, and Jacob's trouble come, and Daniel's 12 tribulation come, the worst time that ever hit the planet, the hour of temptation, all this stuff come, and it's you or them, they gonna side with the people that believe what they believe. Right. And you gonna side with the people that believe what you believe. All right?
This definition going to unity in the etymology online come from 1300. It says state of property of being one. So that unity is going back to being one. Meaning they're one body. Like going back on the drum line and saying, what, one body, one sound. It was all in what? Unity together, man. You know? That's right.
Hey! Whoa. Yeah, it's all.
Oh, no.
All right, go ahead.
This Acts 4:32. And the multitude of them that believed were of one heart and of one soul. Neither said any of them that aught of the things which he possessed was his own, but they had all things common.
So it's telling you the multitude that believe were of one heart, man. All right, everybody was on the same page, man. Everybody believed the same thing. See, we can't go fellowship with the Baptist church. You know what I'm saying? Here you are, not eating pork. They finna whip a whole shrimp basket out, man.
Right.
And they gonna eat it. And they gonna say, well, the law is done away with. You know, they not gonna go in the same route that you're going. So you guys need to stop trying to blend the world and into this truth. And then some of them even say, well, this is Israel right here. This is grown man's business. This is Israel. No, this ain't Israel, because the nation of Israel did not mingle themselves with outsiders and strangers. That's in the law. If you wasn't on the same accord, we wasn't messing with you, Israelite or not. That was the whole beef of the Gentiles, the foreign, which were the so-called Gentiles, were actually Jakes in a Gentile state of mind. The Greek Israelites. That was the whole beef between the Greek Israelites and the Pharisees, Sadducees, the men who knew that they were Israelites. The circumcision and the uncircumcision. That was the whole beef. Because the nation of Israel, even if they Israelites, they like, nah, we don't mess with them. Look at these guys running naked in the Olympics. Nah. See, but the Lord came back to turn them back to righteousness and put them in the same mind frame of righteousness. All right, go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
And it's telling you, see, the scriptures tell you right then. And Jacob tried to use the excuse, well, they not unbelievers. They believe, they just come from a different area. Like, no, man, that ain't the way that it worked, man. Because the truth is, you either in or you out, man. All right? So when it comes to this world, when it comes to anything that ain't on the same page of the Lord, you don't mess with it. And y'all can call us stuck up, call us a bad example of the Israelites, all you want to. Hey, but this is the way that we move, man. You don't see any examples of the Lord hanging with people that disagree with him, man, or his apostles. You don't see him. The people that followed him and that was around him, they was all on one page. And he even went so far as to say in John chapter 6, to I believe it was around verse 68, when he said, you got to go through me to get to the Father. It said even some of his own disciples left after that. And then what did he say to the 12? He said, you going to go with them? So that already go to show you, it don't matter what you think. It ain't no, you ain't finna have no unity with these guys just because they still believe, well, I still know he the Lord, but I just don't get with that. You're not about to be friends with them, man. Get that through your head. Now, we going to have 100% righteousness in the kingdom of heaven. But right now in this kingdom, see, the Most High is looking for the elect. The Lord Yahweh Shai is looking for the elect, the elites of the nation of Israel. These are the men that are proven despite whatever happens. These are the chosen ones. All right?
For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness?
Exactly. So if you believe a man is wrong in the way that he moving and the way that he's in his doctrine, why would you hang with him? Why? Hanging with Israelites just because they know that they're Israelites, but they believe something completely different than you do, and you hanging with them just because they're Israelites, well then you might as well just hang with Jake because y'all the same skin color. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really the equivalent of what you're doing. And that ain't the way that we get down. Now this is the real unity camp. All right? This is the real unity when you see brothers of the same mind and everything all coming together in the faith. This is an example of that. And they get mad at us because we show the example openly. But no, we show this example openly. Why? Because, of course, we have a love for the church and all the brothers that's within it doing the work, but also so you may believe, man. So you can see, like what you doing, we doing it. Except, hey, we with people who believe the same thing. We don't have to get around and go hang with the Egyptologists. Because I done had Jake on the comment board try to justify Sakari and everybody, including himself, for hanging with the wicked and hanging with Egyptologists. This is in order to teach them the truth, Pop. Did they learn it after all these years? No. Instead, they got worse. Polites, Sinetta shooting up Bibles. They blaspheme the name of the Most High.
Yeah, what Sonetta say, where's the effing Most High at right now?
Yeah.
When the Most High had, come forget got, and they raided that building, raided that church. He's like, where's the effing Most High at right now? But same dude, he'll salute you in the names, man. But thanks to Alazar.
Yep.
Hey man, you guys, you playing with fire, man. That show that you have no idea what you're involved with, man. You been in guys like that, Godspeed. Like you said, he had shot up the Bible. Polite did. Man.
Yep. And then Polite also made a video, threatening Great Millstone. Talking about he was gonna call the goon. He started calling gangsters and all that.
Bloods and Crips
They
and
had
shit.
bandanas, Bloods and Crips and all that, and he had bandanas on in the video. Fuck you, GMS. Fuck you. And guess what? You other guys who supposedly unity and it's all about Israel. What they say to Polite? Nothing. What other camp rebuke Polite for that? All right. But when it came to Great Millstone and Polite reacted at you guys like that, we rebuked Polite, man.
Exactly.
We rebuked him. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, even though we disagree with how y'all was in those debates, we were still cheering for Israel. Like, yeah, nah, we ain't gonna let no Egyptologists just come in and think he about to, take over something. Nah, man. But you just don't get it because you don't see the bigger picture. Right. Some more? All right. Okay. All right. Yeah,
This Amos 3:3. It says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?"
Exactly. So even the scripture's telling you, can two walk together unless they agree with each other. It's really like you know the answer to this question. It's a common sense question. So can two walk together unless they be agreed? It's a question you should know the answer to. But you have a simple, Jake, well, it depends. Like, no. Look, Jake, unless you agree, you can't walk together. It's like you and your wife. If you and your wife don't agree, you already in your head, you might still be with her, but you in your head already know eventually this gonna come to an end. You and her both know it. Unless you just blinding and mistaking your own self. But you and her both know it. Eventually this gonna come to an end. Because we can't get on the same page for any type of reason. So, and it's the same way with your brothers. If y'all can't be on the same page, eventually that's gonna come to an end. Not saying you gotta be just like each other, but like when it comes to the doctrine, when it comes to doing the work, when it comes to being good brothers, when it comes to doing your part in this faith, we all gotta be on the same page, man. Matter of fact, does a brother have a scripture in 1 Corinthians chapter 1? I believe it's verse 10. Where it says there should be no division among you. 1 Corinthians chapter 1.
Hey man, even Esau knows it's really, a powerful thing, but it's power in unity. This movie, I like the reference a lot in that movie, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of Crystal Skull. You had that one Ukrainian chick, she walked into the temple and she was in awe of those different, skeletons on those thrones. She was like, these have a collective consciousness more powerful together than they could ever be apart. So even Esau see that, man, and we talk about it, back at Brother Crib, man. Basically, Brother made the point, it's not a mob thing, what you're seeing. Like, we actually have unity in the truth, and this is scary. Esau, he's horrified at this, man. You see all these brothers, because he knows, because they watch us, they know that this is Ezekiel 37, man. And then, like I say in Psalms 50, the Lord will set us in order before your eyes. And it's Isaiah 19, altars in Egypt. Altar used for sacrifice. We present our bodies as living sacrifice. You see it, man. You got us over here, the brothers over there, the other brothers out there. So we don't need nothing with your unity camps. All y'all like to, go to the damn gun range and film it, man. Basically, y'all carnal as hell thinking you're gonna take Esau down, with some bullshit, man, that you got from a gun show, man. Well, his blessing is the sword, man. All we need to do is this. He's scared of this. He ain't afraid of that shit you got, man. Right. Because like Elder Ward, he made the point months ago. you know, Esau, when he watches us, he's also watching the heavens. So he notices the high volume activity of them chariots as soon as we come out here, man. You know, it's a lot of spiritual activity happening, man. As soon as we got over here showing you spirits acting up, man, we had noticed they playing some badass music they never play over there. It was a lot of flies over here. You know, just weird shit happening. Spirits out here, man. But then you got the chariots up there too. You know, so hey, it's things happening. The spirit of Esau is afraid, man. He's afraid. Hey, you did it for the brother.
I got a quick.
Okay, go ahead.
This Wisdom of Solomon.
First book.
This Wisdom of Solomon, 5:1. Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness.
Yeah, the man is not just one man. It's the body of Yahushua, man. You know, that one man is accounted righteous out of 1,000, like it says in Ecclesiastes. But the brothers you see, you know, what the prophet Isaiah say? He began to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahushua, man. You know, you got it.
So then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him.
Set us in order before your eyes, man. Who afflicted us? You, Esau, devil. And it's beautiful how the Lord is doing it, man. You know, you being destroyed from the inside. Here it is, you being destroyed in the belly of the beast, Babylon the Great itself. But then you got brothers on the outside, man, in these other countries, man. And we all saying the same thing. Like the elder said, man, this the real unity. This the real unity, man. Not that bullshit you other guys doing. And when that chip is implemented, it's gonna be niggas like y'all that's gonna sell us out, man. You know it's gonna happen. What's that? With vain words, should they make merchandise of you? You niggas gonna sell us out, man. That's why you got 2 Peter, the 2nd chapter written, the book of Jude written. Because we being betrayed from men that was once among us, man. So don't be surprised you're seeing these guys, man. You know, they done broke off and did their own thing. They gonna tell it all, man. You know, you got it.
They made no accounts of his labor.
You made no account of our labors, how we built this damn country, man, from the ground up, man. We did this shit, man. America, man, the whole planet Earth would be nothing without Jake, man. Like Elder Yashwamba said, beginning with Judah, but all 12 tribes, the whole vibration of the earth works off our frequency, man. You know, we influence the earth, man. That's why, you know, you see what Jake doing, all the nations emulate that, man. Right now, it's on the left-hand side, but at the same time, it's a transition period. It's transitioning to the right hand, okay? And that's why you see a lot of Jakes, whether they in the truth or not in the truth, a lot of Jakes growing their beards. Jake becoming more masculine. Jake watching alpha male videos, red pill videos. You know, got a better diet and a better workout regimen. Jake doing different things. Why? We're in the end. It's the spirit of the Lord God in the earth, man. It's the spirit of the Lord God in the earth. Hey, you read Sirach, it spoke about our forefathers, you know, how they was great men, you know, and they were renowned and they would be remembered for everything they did. It spoke about King Solomon, how his parables, his spirit covered the earth, man. Showing you that's Yahushua, because it's the same thing happening all over again, man. That spirit is covering the earth, and that vibration is affecting everything, man. You see a damn, with the billboard, with the basketball player Zion, what would say, thy kingdom come, you know? And that's spiritual, man. Brothers picked up on it. If no one else picked up on it, brothers saw that, and they extrapolated the spirituality behind that, man. Because the kingdom is coming for Zion, man. And this Zion right here. Make a point, I guess.
Yeah, me and the brothers watchers, I was talking about this before we came. And like we saw like the market, he shouldn't have influence side. Both sides marketing Zion, you know? And it just so happened to be a big, mighty man built, all right, dark-skinned Judite, you know, with the name Zion. And he would talk, all right, on the sports board up there, you know?
Yeah, so that's spiritually us.
Just to get that out there, man.
Yeah,
Lord,
hey, yeah.
The Lord making the statement of the earth, man, through every avenue, man. Everything got to go back to the truth, man. You know?
And we the talk of the earth. Just like he is. And you got it, brother.
And just to add a quick point, in sports, you got to be active in sports, man. You know, and who's the most active, man? The men of GMS, starting our apostles and elders on down to his younger brothers, man.
That's
You know,
right.
so bam, it's all spiritual, man. It's all spiritual.
And then it says, because this report right here, going back to him back out. When they see it, so like it may not cancel our labor. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Now, it's two things you're going to be afraid of. The first thing is going to be us, as we stand on our feet teaching this word right now.
Right.
Hey, brothers, get this in your mind. We're living this out, man. This is your story. That's why it says how the elect are written in the book of life, man. Somebody got to play this out.
Come on.
This somebody's life. Somebody's lot. Y'all doing this. It's written, man.
Come on.
You know? So they're going to be afraid of you teaching, man. In front of their face for you damn studio prophets, man.
Right.
Keyboard warriors, man. Niggas afraid to show your fucking face, man.
Right.
Show y'all ain't men of the Lord, man. And we can name names, but we don't give you that energy over here, man. All right, but when you see us teaching, you're going to be troubled with terrible fear. Revelation 11, when we receive the spirit of life from the Most High, that breath that entered into the dry bones, the Revelation, it named us dead bodies. It's talking about the same thing, being in that dead state, that dry state. But we got the breath of life again, it's truth, the Holy Spirit. It said that great fear fell upon them which saw them, man. So you can't make this up. Go ahead, out.
And it shall be amazed, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation, of his salvation.
The strangeness. It's going to be strange, weird, out of this world, peculiar. Amen, because the Lord, he has a way of proving this point, man. And he going to prove it. Because just like brother teaching out here right now, and the spirit is exaggerated. Because we teach a lot. Great Millstone on for teaching. That's how we spiritually going into overdrive and overkilling. The Lord going to do the same thing on a physical level. But the plagues is going to hit Babylon the Great. And after all them plagues, after all them birth pains, when that baby's being born, the nuclear destruction, but along with them chariots, Yahweh Shai coming. That's that, you know, the woman bringing forth that baby out of the womb, man. And that's the birth of our kingdom. The kingdom here. Alright? We ain't made it yet, man. We still in fucking hell, man. But we close though. Because you see this happening, we're living this out right now. The beginning part of what the brother just read. Now comes the second part, man. Hey, and where you Gadites at, man?
Come.
Alright? Speak about you for a hot second. Where you so-called North American Indians at, man? Which we got a few in the camp, you know? We got a few Gadites and Reubenites, but collectively, where y'all at, man? Stand up, man!
Right.
A lot of y'all watching these videos, man. Stand up! The scriptures say, who shall rise up for me against the evildoers, man? It says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, which is the American cavalry, but he shall overcome at the last, man. Where you at? We in the last right now. Where you at, man? You got to make a point, brother?
No. So far beyond all that they look for.
Yeah, you didn't think what people call UFOs is the salvation of Israel, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion. When the Lord brings again the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad, man. That salvation is of chariots. Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter, chariots of salvation. That's how we getting up out of here in a very spectacular way.
Hey,
You know?
I ain't gonna say most of them that desire the day of the Lord.
Yep.
What enters into you.
Yep, because them chariots going to be zapping y'all.
Yeah.
But they're going to be saving us. And that's our hope, man.
Yeah.
That's the only hope is you getting up out of here by way of a chariot, man.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it, man.
Got to preach about it.
You got it out.
This is the book of Baruch,
Oh, that's a beautiful
chapter 2, verse 30.
man.
For I knew that they would not hear me,
He knew you wouldn't listen. Why? Go ahead.
because it is a stiff-necked people.
Hard-headed. But the balance is the creature was made subject to vanity, man.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
Yep, and that's key right there. We're in the land of our captivities. Now we are remembering ourselves, man.
Right.
Can the brother get that in Malachi? I believe it's the 3rd chapter. You know what I'm talking about, right? Is it 3 and 16? Not mistaken. And the brother can get Hosea 1 and 10. Yep, 3 and 16. Yeah, come on.
It's Malachi 3 and 16 says, Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another.
This is happening right now, brothers. Right now. This is it. Speaking often one to another how? Teaching. Doing his work. You brothers watching right now. We going live, man. This happening right now, man. Real time. Go ahead, out.
And the Lord hearkened.
Right, so the Lord, listen to this, man. Why? This is an acceptable sacrifice. It's a sweet savor. You know, because he don't care about, you know, how Jake was offering them sacrifices in the ancient world, man. There wasn't no sincerity behind it, and Jake would still sin willfully, man. They was premeditating sin, all right? But with this, we're turning to the Lord with our whole heart, man. Okay?
Sure.
But the Lord listening, brothers. Hey, when you pray, he listening, man. Right. Them angels right there, man. Go ahead, out.
It says, and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him.
Whoa, a book of remembrance was written before him. Go ahead.
For them that feared the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, and that thought upon his name.
But the brother read, in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. How? By the book of remembrance. It's a book that gives you the instructions of how to remember yourself. The prophecies. This will befall Israel in the latter days. This will be you in the Bible. This is how you can identify yourself. This is our spiritual DNA test, man. Hey, Deuteronomy 28, man. How these curses shall be for a sign and for a wonder. A sign, man. A token. Yeah, that's them. That's them. The Lord said that would happen to them. So we know it's us. Vocab. Yep. And you through.
Right.
Sitting on the ground. Hey, we'll come down and sit in the dust. Through.
Keep going.
Is they on it?
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Hosea 1 and 10.
Yeah, Hosea, and then we, what was you holding, brother?
I got Proverbs 21 and 3.
Okay, we get Hosea. You didn't get it. Did you get a scripture already?
I can wait.
All right. Go ahead, brother. Get what you got.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
So, even though we're called the minority, now you know that Esau just being the devil, like he is, we're the majority, man. All right? Where's the sand of the sea? You're not going to sit down on a beach and count those grains of sand, man. Because you'll be dead before you finish. All right? That's how fruitful we are, man, as a nation. Because each tribe is a nation within itself. Okay? Go ahead, up.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered.
You can't count us, and even right now, you got brothers that are confused in the face, so now we even look like you. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people,
One main place where they happen at. Go ahead, up.
there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power.
This is a direct precept to what the brother read in Baruch. And the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. America is known for enslaving the Israelites, man.
right.
North America in particular. All the Americas enslaved the 12 tribes, but mainly North America. That's why it's Babylon the Great, man. For in her was found the blood of the prophets and of the saints. A woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Come on now. And we down south, you know the history of, you know, the atrocities that happen down south, man. But all over America. Up north, East Coast. The Lord didn't forget about that, man. That's why it says how Babylon the Great came into the remembrance of the Most High. Not that the Lord forgot, but the way the Lord has things, how he has it controlled, is as if the Most High is starring in his own movie, basically. You know? That's how, at Most High, he makes different cameo appearances, man. And so does his son. All right? So those names we've made great. The names Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. The point is, the Lord made us remember ourselves, man. And it's the only captivity where we lost our nationality, man. Completely. All 12 tribes. You know, the falling away, it began during 70 AD, But it was completely fulfilled when Esau came back into power, man. And fully beat our nationality out of us. And he did it to all 12 tribes, man. None of us remember, man. So you got something with that?
Because, like vocab, when he was out there arguing with his brothers in Dallas, he just fulfilled that prophecy in Hosea 1 and 10. He's supposed to say we're not the people. But the prophecy said he was going to do it, man.
Yep.
Like the scripture said, you can do nothing against the truth before. You know, so everybody just playing the role that they was meant to play, man. And the Most High is moving, man.
Yeah.
See, the prophets waking up on the highways and byways, we're playing our part in the movement, man. We pray that we will hear, you know, and be found, you know, worthy, you know, to be joint heirs, man.
That's right, brother.
See, so at the end of the day, you know, they can talk about we not this, we not that, prove this, prove that. We ain't out here to prove to vocab, man. All right, because he going to slavery, man. All right. We ain't got to prove shit to a future slave, man.
Right. Yeah, you just a regular Temanite. You're not even a wise man Teman.
A cherub.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I had guys.
Man, Hitler would have off you too, man. Yeah. All right, go ahead, bro.
You got two because you going back on slavery. This Baruch 4 and 6. Ye were sold to the nation, not for your discretion, but because ye had moved the Most High to wrath, yet were delivered to the enemies.
Yeah, and the Lord said it's a little wrath. In the book of Isaiah, it's a little wrath, man. You think about slavery, that's a little wrath to the Most High. And the Lord, he ain't nothing to be played with, man. Then it tells you in Wisdom of Solomon, how could anything have endured if it had not been by thy will? You know, instead of the Lord's mercies, we still here, man. Esau really wanted to exterminate us. And this nigga, if the Lord, you know, sanctioned him to, he could have did it easily. But the Lord was with us, man. And now what you have is the birth of a nation all over again. It's like it was the birth of the nation of Israel, you know, when we came out of Egypt, man. You know, because Egypt was pretty much being used to house us for a moment, so just so we can become great. It's an incubator, that's it. Hey, that's it, brother. Yep, and same thing about to happen again, man. All right? In this new Egypt, modern day Egypt, man. And we going out here by way of chariots, man. You know?
We're in the birth pains right now, huh?
Huh? Yep, that's right, man. Go ahead, bro. And can bro get the scripture, can a nation be born at once? I want to say it's in Isaiah. It's probably in 2 Samuel. Probably got the blue letter. The brother can blue letter that about the shop. The nation be born at once. You know, to link up with Brother Ayasha said. Yeah, man. Hey, because Esau put all this damn hell on us, you know, during slavery, post-slavery, and now look at us, man. Great. Waking up. You know? But yeah, hey, you got something?
Yeah.
Brother, why does I hold it? You got a few up there, don't you? Right?
Yeah, I got like 2. I can wait till he goes.
Go ahead, bro.
This Jeremiah 17 and 4. It says, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee.
Hey, man, hey, that goes to 2 things, right? You got the nation of Israel, collectively, we discontinue. That word discontinue means to let go of. So we lost our heritage. We lost our identity. And inheritance, it goes to your inheritance, which is your land, but also your actual nationality, your actual heritage, our culture, who we are. We lost that, man, along with the land, because it's a package deal, all right? We lost everything, man. So they happened for the nation of Israel, but also for the prophet Jeremiah himself. The Lord was like, proven reincarnation exists. The Lord was like, even you gonna lose who you are. And it didn't happen when he was prophesying as Jeremiah, but it would happen in the future. Proving he came back, you know, during this captivity, man. You know, in the 1600s, 1700s, 1800s. You know, because the prophets were in slavery too. You know, showing you the Lord got all of us, man. He got everybody, all right? You know, that it.
It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Lord has been angry with Israel for a long time. That's why the nations been able to have their way with us, man. See, but now what's happening, the Lord showing his face to us again, man. And showing that favor, and the elect is rising up, man. You know, and once we reach that point, all right, where the Lord, the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled, the Lord's going to manifest that salvation, man. And see, that's what really matters, man. You see, at the end of the day, it's about salvation and who the Lord going to protect in the latter end, man. But that judgment coming. See, everybody want to do these great debates. Everybody want to seem like they some historian, all right, some great philosopher, you know, like they're an expert in different languages. See, that ain't going to matter when them nations hit them buds and them nuclear warheads hit the skies, man. None of that shit gonna matter, man. You know, it's gonna be about you have the sure mercies of David, man. Other than that, ain't nothing else gonna matter, man.
Yeah, you have I chosen. You other people I haven't chosen. Yeah, man. Even in that movie, The Knowing, with Nicolas Cage, it was one scene. I want to say he was looking for something. He was, you know, going through different things. He was looking for something. Basically, they showed like a door, and it said everyone else. There was a lot of different messages in that movie, man. But basically, everyone else is gonna die, man.
And you know, in that movie, if I could make a point, only people that were saved was the children. What the scripture say you got to be as one of these humble children.
As children to inherit the kingdom. Don't be yourself as a child.
Right.
Yeah, and it was crazy because showing you they started everything over. And even though they had it going off as far as like the earth getting destroyed by the sun, we know what really happened.
Right.
You know, you showed enough Esau in that movie. Okay? Really, America got destroyed because they were showing New York, you know, pretty much that fire hit New York and it was a sweep. Right. That wasn't the rays of the sun, man. That wasn't the heat wave. Like, nah, that's nuclear holocaust.
That's right.
Blowing everything, let's say the besom of destruction, it was sweeping everything out the way, man. All right? But then they showed you, yeah, that's it right here. It's the besom or the broom of destruction. All right? But they showed you, right? It was supposed to be the angels, but they had all that completely wrong. Right. It was the complete polar opposite of how it's supposed to be. They had the angels as Edomites wearing black. But really the angels are so-called dark-skinned men, but they wear white. You had the exact opposite, Esau. But you know, they saved the little boy and the girl, and they brought them to another planet.
With the tree of life.
Yep. And it's supposed to be new heavens and a new earth. And they said the tree of life, and then they had them holding rabbits, which represents fertility. So they was gonna repopulate, man. Esau just throwing out a fucking movie, man. Alright? That's gonna happen for us. Hey, and that's why them damn Mormons want to be us so bad, man. When you look at the doctrine of Mormonism, they believe they the chosen people. They believe that we cursed. Alright? They believe that they're gonna live on other planets and they're gonna have multiple wives. And they're gonna populate the cosmos. That's what they believe. You a fucking bozo. Alright? That's not for you. Right. Because that coincides with the promise given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. If our seed is as the sand and the stars of heaven, it's gonna be so. Lord willing, we're gonna get into it, man. It's gonna be so many of us on the earth. It's gonna be we're gonna be in a small capacity, man. You know, it's not gonna be enough room. We're gonna have to branch out to the other galaxies in the universe, man.
That's why I said my father's house is what, many mansions. You know?
He going there to prepare a place for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, he holding the couple.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 27. For evil shall be put out.
Woo!
And
Moving
deceit.
America. Gotta go.
And deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
That's right. That's what you got today. All right? Truth without fruit. Hey, it's been declared what? Right, start with our apostles, the other great millstone, man. Right. Took it on down to the least brother, man. It's been declared right now, man. This the time, man. All right? Hey, this the do or die season, man.
Right.
You know? This do or die season, man. All through the spirit power, you have by Shema Shah, man.
And guess what? And
it's declared, man. It's out here, man.
And that's spiritually and literally.
Yeah.
Do or die.
Do or die.
Because when death, like it tells you in Jeremiah, when death comes to your windows, okay, it's a different story, and it's going to come in the form of these martial law troops, race wars, concentration camps. Hell, nuclear missiles. What's how they should enter through the windows like a thief, deep in the night. Like Brother Ayas, hey man, that's gonna you people, you better recognize it's the Most High, man. That's gonna be a scary day on earth.
Hey,
you know,
well, like the scripture say, wisdom and knowledge to be the build on that time.
That's it, bro.
You know, so you're gonna have to have that wisdom. You have about Shema Shah, which is the head, the heads, man.
It's the head.
All right. When he talking about Job, when Satan talking about Job, he said, "But don't you got a hedge about it?" Hey, they gonna in that day, the Lord gonna have a hedge on his minions, man.
Yeah.
All right? He's talking about fuck with him, man.
And that's a package deal too,
Yeah.
because, like you said, wisdom and knowledge being the stability. But along with that, by you keeping the wisdom and knowledge and
Exactly.
applying it, you got the hedge about you, which are the holy angels, man. Because as long as we do the right thing, man, we're protected.
Hey, hey, that's Proverbs 30:5. All right, here's a shield to them that put their trust in him. And what's a shield? A shield of protection. All right, so the Lord gonna protect us in that thing. As long as we continue to keep the commandment, all right, and do the best of our ability, man.
Psalms 91, the shadow of thy wings.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So go ahead, Doc.
Just Isaiah 61:11. For as the earth bringeth forth her bud, and as the garden causes things that are sown in it to spring forth, so Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, thy power will cause righteousness and the praise to spring forth before all the nations.
Man, and it's going to happen by way of his people. You brothers, man. Hey, man, when we saw these brothers come to the door, I'm looking, you see the kingdom, right? I see everybody's, you know, through the spirit, you can see everybody's portion in Yahweh Shai, man. We're all a portion of his body. We're all a part of his body. This is the body of the Lord, which, you know, his you know, gathering, his church, man. But the new government that's being set up, all right? This is that new government, man. So you're going to have to answer to us in our kingdom. You're going to come to us for the answers. We're the people with the answers, man. You know?
This new.
Yep.
This new, man. We done came from slavery. All right? We came getting sicked on by dogs and pouring water holes. All right? None of us tried that back then. We've been hung, man. All right? That's how you know this spirit probably how about Shema Shah right here, man. This is new, man. All right? That's how you know this the end, man. We almost out of here. He said, I said for what my apostle last, man.
That's right.
All right? That's how you know this a wrap on Esau, man.
Yep. That's right. You have something?
I appreciate it. This going into, you know, like you said, about us forgetting our heritage and where we come from, you know what I'm saying? This 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 46. If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them and deliver them to the enemy, so that they carried them away captives unto the land of the enemy far or near.
Man, you can't say that didn't happen to us specifically. Specifically, you came to the west coast of Africa and got the Israelites, all right, and brought us to another land where we was going to serve our captivity. You know? You got it, bro.
All right. Verse 47, yet if they bethink themselves, yet if they shall bethink themselves in the land whether they were carried captives.
And it's happening right now.
Remember we said the land
And repent and make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carried them captive, saying, we have sinned and have done perversely, we have committed wickedness.
We saying that right now.
And so return unto thee with all their heart and with all their soul in the land of their enemies, which led them captive, and pray unto thee toward their land, which thou gavest unto their fathers, the city which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name. Then hear thou their prayer and their supplication in heaven, thy dwelling place, and maintain their cause.
The Lord hearkened and heard them. You know, so and we turned in the face of the east. We did that, you know, before we opened up, man. You know.
Listen to what happened. Yeah, the Lord, all these moves we seen made on the earth is directly linked to the obedience of the elect of Israel, man. When you see Iran and America tension rising, man, that's because Israel is coming back to obedience with the elect, man. People don't understand how close we got to this thing going down, man. Trump had the planes in the air, man. Finna do an airstrike on Iran, man. And once they do that, it's lights out. See, ain't no reversing it, man. And that's happening why? Because the elect is coming back to obedience, man. That's directly linked. All right, the Heavenly Father, see, Jake, get bedazzled, by the gifts of Esau, man. The movie that Esau making, man. But you gotta think, man. The Lord making these nations fight for the sake of Israel, for you brothers, man. The Lord finna cause this thing to go down. He finna crash this. He finna crash Egypt, all right, spiritual Egypt, America, for the sake of the brothers, man. See, we crying out. I'm experiencing vex, man. Even when we don't say nothing, when we just see stuff, man. Like over here to the goddamn right, man. Vexed as hell, man. Our spirit is crying out. We gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
Say, with groanings which cannot be uttered. Yeah. Romans 8. Your spirit. Your spirit itself is just crying out, man. So the Lord about to do something. He about to do something.
I got a quick one. This is Job 5:11. This is Job 5:11. All right, I'm going to start at 9, but the point is 11. Which doeth great things and unsearchable marvelous things without number, who give rain upon the earth and sendeth water upon the fields, to set on high those that be low.
And you can't explain how he does that. You just know he does it. So we don't know how the Lord going to take care of us when all hell break loose, but he going to take care of us, man. It says how one bird can't fall on the ground without your father. He sanctions everything, man. So we gonna be all right, man. We gonna be all right, brothers. And it sounds bad what's coming. We know it. We speak it, all right? We know it's gonna be bad, but the Lord got us, man.
It say that those which mourn, who mourn? Who mourn? The elect may be exalted to safety. Who's gonna be safe there? In the chariots, man.
Yep.
All right, under the wings and the salvation that you have by Shalom Shah.
Was Isaiah 4 like the last verse? It's gonna be like for a covert from a storm and rain. That's gonna be the only thing that's gonna protect you from the missiles, man. All right, your ass ain't gonna tell yourself getting on the internet, buying you a damn plane ticket from American Airlines, think your ass is gonna be able to fly up out of here, right? That shit ain't gonna work.
And if I can add, even in the time of Jacob's trouble, man, having faith and believing in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that's going to defend us.
You're gonna have to have.
Because when you go into the scriptures is basically our defense and our offense.
That's right, brother.
All around, man.
Like knowing the sword,
and the buckle and the shield. I got pretty something.
That's why he said put on the whole armor.
And these people trusting in their guns and getting stocked up on ammo, all that shit don't mean nothing, man.
Man, you gonna be the weapon.
You gonna be kind,
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Hey, that's Isaiah. When he say, you are my weapons of war.
You shall be my
battle axe. Jeremiah,
But you know it's Isaiah too. But it said, I'm gonna make you a sharp threshing instrument.
Yeah, exactly.
And who gonna be wilderness? The spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You can't. It say there's no counsel against the Most High. Man. They tell you that in Acts and they tell you that in Proverbs.
see that on Brightburn.
He got loose.
He shot old boy like a mosquito.
Right. He ain't do nothing but piss him off.
That's what's gonna happen, man. Hey, when we went to Birmingham, we went to see Brightburn. When he picked that truck up and dropped the old boy, hey, either my bitch left, man. She couldn't take it no more, man. Hurt. And that's what's gonna happen, man. That's right. Hey, boy's gonna be taking you Edomites to goddamn to the exosphere. Hey, lay on the goddamn atmosphere and drop you.
Hey, we gotta. I don't want to say outdo, cause he back wherever he at, But we gonna do something similar to what King Amaziah did, man. He took your ass to the mountains and dropped you off. With that spiritual power, you can go into the upper atmosphere, man. Fly up and then just drop Esau off.
Hey, that's how the movement ended. That's how the movement ended. That's how you know it's so spiritual. That's how the movement ended. It's just coming out the sky, you know what I'm saying? Over with. And that's the end for the Edomites, man.
It shows how you Edomites gonna be defenseless when the Lord lifts their standard.
That's right. That's right.
Brother get Michael 7 when they get a chance. Brother, hey, Edomites and these heathens gonna be defenseless, man, when they stand to get lifted, man. So like on Brightburn, you see after he dropped that bitch, that plane was coming. And then it went to another scene. What you seen? The plane destroyed, man. He's still wrecking shit, man.
Through it.
And the scripture talk about that, man. You know, if I get that one scripture real quick. Yeah, so Micah 5 and 7.
5 and 7.
Yeah, Micah 5 and 7.
All right, come on. This Micah 5 and 7, it says, and the remnant of Jacob.
The remnant is the elect, all right? The elect of Israel to come back to obedience, man. You know, in faith through the house by Shema Shah, man. Through the house shot. Go ahead, bro.
Shall be in the midst of many people.
They shall be in the midst of many people. We scattered abroad. You know? So the house of David is like sleeper cells amongst these heathens, man. See, go ahead, bro.
As a dew from the Lord.
And the dew covers everything, man, in the morning time, man. Go ahead, bro.
As the showers upon the grass that tarry not for man, nor waiteth for the Son of Men.
Go ahead.
And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of the sheep.
Hey, he said the remnant, all right, the elect, down with the house of David, the men, is going to be like lions amongst the flock of sheep, man. What can a lion, what can a sheep do with a lion, man? It ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got no type of defense. It can't outrun. It can't outpower. You know. He just there for the taking, man.
He can't shake him off, none of that.
He can't outsmart him, all right? He can't do nothing, man. So that's how these heathens gonna be when the standards get lifted for the house of David, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
It says, who, if he go through, both tread him down and tear in pieces, and none can deliver.
And none can deliver. Who can deliver that bitch from the atmosphere up there, man?
Nobody.
You couldn't send an F-35 Lightning, all right, to go get that bitch, man, because they only can go so high, man.
Right.
You know? Then they can only maneuver certain type of ways, man. See? So these people gonna be defenseless, man. The tanks, all right? Brothers gonna be grabbing tanks like you used to play with the little tug toys,
Exactly.
the little Hot Wheel car.
Right. We gonna be the Superman, Batman, the Avengers, and that thing.
Yeah.
Who gonna say the bitch? Who gonna say the Edomites and that thing?
So back in Buccaneers.
When they gonna have the power, man?
So like in Buccaneers, like Hope did that tank, man, he took the barrel and just straight bent it, man.
Right.
You know? He couldn't shoot after that.
That's what's coming to the earth, man. See, all this plan, you know, coming to the camp, you know, trying to cause confusion, all this madness. See, we fishing right now. The Lord gonna turn us to hunters, man. That's the time, that's what we're finna transition into, man. All right, we ain't gonna be out here trying to make you niggas understand, all right, Daniel the 7th chapter, man. All right, if you ain't gonna get it by now, all right, you just gonna be a target in that day, man. Go ahead, bro. Keep reading, bro.
All right. It says, Micah 5 and 9, it says, thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries,
Yep, go ahead.
and all thine enemies shall be cut off.
Go ahead, keep reading.
All right. It says, verse 10, and it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, that I will cut off thine horses out of the midst of thee.
And that's going into Esau's military. That's going to the nation's military, man. He gonna use men, all right, pure men, just to go through Esau's military, all his technology, man. And that's true power, man.
Right.
I don't want none of Esau's weapons to go against Esau, man. You know, you should want the power straight from you. How about Shema Shai, man? Ain't nothing like you can jump from the ground and grab a jet, man. You know? What Jake talking about, I'm going to the gun range, tapping the Esau blessing. Man, fuck Esau blessing, man.
Right.
You know what we got?
Shot, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it was a consolation prize because Aslan was like, really, I don't got nothing else to give you. I gave your brother everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he came up with a blessing on the spot. Because he ain't had nothing else showing you your blessing is temporary.
They're like them jets. You know, they can shoot, you know, hundreds of miles away. So imagine they got you locked in the target and they shoot all the missiles, you know, and they like, yeah, we got the target. And then they look back, all the missiles coming back, goddamn, you behind them, man.
Hey,
You know,
they did that
that's
in,
something that's gonna be going
X-Men.
down, man.
Magneto did
You know,
Stop that.
you got it.
But look, I want to make a point.
You got it.
It said the Lord said, and it shall come to pass.
Yeah.
So you know, guess what? It's gonna happen.
It's gonna come to pass. Hey, we in captivity.
And
You
he
know,
said, and
we
he
in
did
the
not say
Bible,
that.
we came to pass. See, don't nobody got problem with that part of the story. You know, everybody cool with that story, us being, you know, a derision and byword amongst the heathens.
Exactly.
Now when it comes to the Lord back having favor on us, and we get to read scripture like this, are you preaching violence? What this talking about, man?
Yeah.
You know, we preaching what the prophets of the Lord say, man. You know?
He said, my words are faithful and they are true. So the Lord said, and it shall come to pass. It's going to come. Man. They got to wait on it.
Yeah, right. We preaching violence, but they don't say nothing to Gucci Mane,
Right.
Lil Baby. You know, they don't say nothing to them niggas. You know, they don't got no problem.
That's how they
with them
doing
niggas.
it, like with violence and
You know,
what I'm saying?
yeah, but goddamn, when we come out of the scripture, now we preaching violence.
Yeah.
You know, we teaching violence, man. Well, it's a lot of violence finna come, man.
Right.
What we supposed to say, man? You know, like who there was, Balaam.
Yeah.
You know, when he talked to the Moabite king, and the Moabite king kept getting, you know, upset because he was coming and blessing Israel. He was like, what else can I say? I just tell you what I seen in the vision. I just went to the trend, and I'm just telling you what else can I say with what the Lord say? You know, so what else can we say? You know, keep it reading, bro.
It says, and I will destroy thy chariots,
Yep.
and I will cut off the cities of thy land and throw down all thy strongholds.
And that's what the Lord finna do when it starts spiritually with the lies that the serpent has pushed in the earth, man. Right? Those strongholds are being torn down and it's gonna manifest, man. All right? Brothers gonna be running through cities, man. You know where it say how one chase 1,000, two chase 10,000. You know? So imagine a whole camp of brothers gonna be wrecking cities, man. You know? That's what's coming, man.
Right.
You know? That's the part of the story they don't want to deal with, but they're gonna have to deal with the house of David, man.
Beautiful.
See?
Beautiful.
Beginning with Yahweh Shai, man. You know?
That's a real movie. A real straight action movie.
Got that right.
That was it on there, bro.
I got two of them.
Hey, because that's how a movie ends, though, with a lot of action.
Yeah.
You know, how about some shot movie? It's so brutal that we went through slavery, we went through this, went through that, but at the end, it's gonna be number action. And that's how a movie should go out. Action.
Brightburn, perfect example. It started off slow, but then when they kicked up, they slowed down and they stopped.
Spider-Man too. You know what I'm saying? That's a spiritual thing too. How Spider-Man in here bring you back to how everything was. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end, the straight action. You know?
This proverb, no, so like Psalms 118 and 10. All nations compares me about what in the name.
Hey, this King David.
Come. It say all nations compares me about what in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah will I destroy them.
Yeah, so you read all these Psalms in the church, but you don't read this. What about that? You want to talk about how King David is the beloved of the Lord and how great he was, you know, as a king and a man of the Most High and a prophet. Yeah, he was all these wonderful things. You know, he was a musician. But what about that part right there? How he's being surrounded by enemies, but he said, he declared, in the name of Yahweh, I'm going to destroy all these armies that surrounded me. All right? And it's the house of David that's being built right now, man. You brothers. Okay? Got it out.
And
Yeah,
it's,
it's a lot. It was the movie Avengers. You know, it's all past tense of everything had happened. But at the end of the Avengers, it had really got down, got cracking at the end. Yeah. The end game, yeah. Just to be correct. Go ahead, bro.
this Psalms 18 and 2. Well, I'm going to start at 1. I will love thee, O Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, my strength. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower.
The power of our salvation. Yeah, it should be getting everybody, bro. It's getting everybody. Read that again, bro, Bible shop.
This Psalm 18 and 1, I'm going to start from the top. It says, I will love thee, O Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, my strength. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower.
And what did he say in Luke 1 and 68? Because people try to talk about the Most High like he doesn't have a son that's going to actually carry out all right, and execute their judgment, man. You see? Because at the end of the day, even when we go back to Egypt, it was Yahweh Shai, all right, that delivered Israel back then, man. You see? And in this current day, Yahweh Shai finna do the same thing, man, except on a much grander scale, man. You see? And now we turn it back to their power, and that's really what these heathens got a problem with, man. You see? They got a problem with us being connected to our power, man. And we don't see ourselves, all right, as degenerate niggas out here, man. All right? We see we speak as ourselves as kings, man. All right? As sons of Yahweh by Shema Shah, man. You know?
I just put a post up on Kik. It said the little lion said, Daddy, what's a real nigga? He said, I don't know, cause we kingdom.
Hey, man, that righteous vibration is being pushed forth, man. See, that low level thinking, all right, that degenerate spirit is being attacked by the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, Yahweh Shai didn't create us, all right, to be degenerates, man. That was us being disobedient, and the Lord allowed us to become that, man. But now we shaking out of that, man. That's why he said, "Oh, Jerusalem, put on thy beautiful garments, man. Arise out the dust, man." See, that's what we doing, man. Read that part 3 again and get Luke 1:6-8, man. And link up Yahweh Shai when it comes to salvation, man. See, because you people finna have to deal with Yahweh Shai, man. You know. I don't lie, I be tired going back and forth with you niggas, man. All right? And you damn heathens, man. You know? Wait till Big Bro come back and then ain't nothing to talk about, man.
One more talk.
Yep. You bring that out again.
This is Psalms 18:2. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower.
And who is he going to do that through? Let's get Luke 1:6-8, man.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 6 to 8. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh, God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people.
Yep.
And hath raised up an horn of salvation.
And have raised up a horn of salvation. All right, now let's see who that horn is, man.
For us in the house of his servant David.
The house of his servant David. Yahweh Shai, man. So the power of our salvation goes through Yahweh Shai, man. All right? So at the end of the day, we're going to continue to push Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
We have vocab making mockery of Yahweh Shai. You know, had the Sherlock Holmes outfit. Has anyone seen Yahweh Shai? Hey, you stick around. You know, you just endured Jacob trouble, man. And you going to see Yahweh Shai, man.
Well, it's going to be like, has anyone seen vocab?
Yeah.
I mean... And the Lord, hey, you think you funny? Hey, the Lord got a way greater sense of humor than you, man.
The Lord gonna allow him to make it just where he can see. You know?
Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 34.
Yep.
Their Redeemer is strong.
Bible started 33.
Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Hey, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, man. Let's talk about these people, man. Go to the bywords, all right, on these signs, man. Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Dominicans, man. We all oppressed together, man. Look at how they living in Haiti, man. Look how they living in South America, man. All right, that's why they got those caravans trying to come up here, man. All right, that's why they risk their lives trying to cross the border, man. Because they oppressed together, man. You see, who fulfilled those prophecies, man? You know, it's only one people, and you can go by the bywords, and that's how we link it up to the tribes, man. You know, because he wanna, the chart of Ariah. Hey, it's in the spirit, man. Name one people on this chart that's not oppressed, man. Name one people that's on this chart that's not oppressed collectively, man. You know, that's how we know, man. All right, we don't need Esau's DNA. We don't need no CNN special to know, man. All right, because what we dealing with comes from above, man. This knowledge that we and this wisdom that we have, man. All right, I already received the vision, man. You ain't gotta believe it, man.
Well, you know, it's the evidence of things not seen.
Yep.
Right. You know, we ain't here proving shit to you niggas, man.
Right.
You damn devils. You the devil. It ain't for you. And personally, I don't want you to believe anyway. Just so the Most High can destroy you, man. All right? For those of you that don't believe, good. And like Elder Malcolm in Chicago said, that just makes our chances of making it greater. You know, because the Lord holds it back from guys like y'all, man. All right? But, I mean, you can't see how the Lord can give such power to men, but the Lord can do that. The Lord can show you everything in visions, man. You know? He's done it. The Lord has done it, you know, for some of you brothers, man. You receive certain spiritual revelations, you receive certain dreams, or just understanding of certain things, man. And now we in the end. So now the Lord gonna show everything, man. But how will we be able to identify ourselves if we don't got the chart? That's the purpose of the chart, man. You know, Ezekiel 37 links up with Deuteronomy 33 and Genesis 49. You know, and both of those chapters tell you what would happen to the 12 tribes of Israel in the latter days, man. Okay? First by Jacob in Genesis 49, then by Moses in Deuteronomy 33. But linking that to Ezekiel 37, man. Which is spiritual, because it starts off telling you these Israelites, they were dry bones. At first they didn't know who they were. But then, when you get down to verse 15, it goes into the 12 tribe chart. It says stick, but it's plank, which means, the sign that we have, man. A plank of wood, we have it on a plank of wood. All right? And it breaks it down. So really, it's for those who have faith. And the Lord does show you certain things, man. It begins with faith, but then he shows you this physical right here. But it's spiritual because we can identify ourselves. Oh, so-called Negro, we know that that's Judah. So-called West Indian, that's Benjamin today. So-called Haitian, that's Levi. The bro was just talking about Levi. And that's the poorest island in the Western Hemisphere, but it has the most resources. So what's going on here? Like brother be saying, man, I'm missing something. You know what's going on? It's called the curses, man.
That's right.
All right, but you got it, Ayash.
Start back in the beginning.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
That's over here in the Western Hemisphere, man. Because all these tribes are over here in the Western Hemisphere, the uttermost part of the earth, man. Go ahead, bro.
And all that took them captives held them fast.
All that took them captives held them fast, man. Because are they setting us up to go back to our own land? Are they calling us by our biblical names, man? They held us fast, man. They constantly capitalizing off the captivity of Israel to this very second, man.
That's why you got the word POW, which was prisoners of war. That's what we are.
They refused to let them go.
They refused to let them go, going back to how he hardened Pharaoh's heart, man. Right. So he hardened the hearts of these elites, man. All right, they refused to let us go. Go ahead, bro.
Their Redeemer is strong.
But this is what they forgot about.
The Lord
Redeemer is strong, man. Go ahead.
The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Yep.
He shall thoroughly plead their cause.
And he gonna plead their cause. Or how he gonna plead their cause? With fire, man. All right. With rebuking flames of fire shall the Lord plead with all flesh, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
That he may give rest to the land.
He gonna give rest to the land, man.
And disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
He gonna disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon, man. You see? Now, vocab is an example of the normal inhabitant of Babylon and the way that they think, man. You see? They have a problem with Jake repenting, man, and coming back to righteousness, man. All right? Who are we destroying, man? Who have we killed? Who have we murdered? Who have we raped, man? All right? Whose bank account have we affected, man? Who check are we getting taxes out of, man? See? But the problem is we turning back to righteousness, man. Right. See? But the Lord finna quiet the inhabitants of Babylon, man. All that yapping finna cease, man. You see?
And they show these people complacent, man.
Yeah.
Hey, because going to the word disquiet, it basically means to be agitated.
Yep.
It's like, when King Saul, when he was being wicked, called up Samuel from the spirit world, and Samuel was like, why disquietest thou me? Like, why are you waking me up? Why are you agitating me, man? When you people, man, y'all about to be agitated, okay? Yep. The missiles on the way, it ain't gonna be nothing you can do. That's when you're gonna wake up. Oh shit, it's real. Shit gonna get real, man. When the Lord, man, the way he about to display his power on this planet Earth is beyond anything he ever did before, man. And the Lord always did great things throughout our history, man. You know? I was listening to the Bible on audio, and I was listening to the book of Daniel, which I know the brother, the priest right here, he gets into the book of Daniel a lot. And I was listening to I was listening to all of it, but I was listening in particular, I want to say it was chapter 6. But basically, I was listening to the part dealing with how Daniel got cast to the lion's den, because you got them hoe-ass niggas that was in Babylon. They was hating on him because the king, he wanted to set Daniel over the whole province. Like, man, shit, you just need to rule all this. And they were hating. So, they was like, man, we can't find no fault in him, but between, dealing with him and his power, him worshiping his power, we can accuse him of that. And the king, he was so messed up over it because, they had made a proclamation that nobody acknowledge any other god or king except for him. And pretty much, Daniel was still worshiping the Most High during that time. But, his accusers went to the king because of that. And they were like, well, we can't change. It's the law of the Medes and the Persians. And the king was fighting to deliver Daniel, man. Hey, the Lord about to defend his men, all right? The king, he felt bad, like, man. And he went to the den early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, your God saved you, man. You know what he did? But you brothers know the story. He took them same hoe-ass niggas, he threw their ass into the lion's den, and before they even dropped to the bottom, they was already devoured, man. Okay? Hey, the Lord he about to defend his men, and the Lord about to show some things, man. And everybody been talking shit about us, man, scorning us. And for you guys that fell out, that became scoffers and scorners, that said how you began to beat the men servants and the maidens, those that's waiting on you, I was still doing the will. Let's see what's going to happen to you, man. All right? Let's see what's going to happen, man. Hey, Yakko, the Most High ain't forget about you. ITR, Most High ain't forget about you. This nigga here, Alizé and Deacon, the Most High ain't forget about y'all. All right? The Lord gonna get all you niggas that's been talking y'all shit, man. And like I just brought up the example, the Lord defends his men, man.
Right.
Here it is, you had the king of Babylon fighting to deliver Daniel, man. And threw them same hoe-ass niggas up into that lion's den, man. All right? So the Lord got us. All we gotta do is keep doing his work, man. You got angels approaching camp, telling brothers, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Angels just showing up, man, on the regular now. Whether they just looking like one of us, or they'll project themselves for a minute, then disappear. Seeing chariots all the time. So we in that time, brothers. All we gotta do is just keep going, man. That's the key, is to keep going, man. All right?
Yeah, because it's like, but just to add in, we coming into a time to where the Most High is opening himself up to his servants. And it's going to be seen before all these people. You know how the Most High, he tells you to give your alms, and he tells you to pray in secret. Don't do it before everybody to get their praises or whatever. When you fast, you give your charity, your alms, and you pray. You do it in secret, and he's going to bless you openly. See, people going to start seeing the blessings of the saints. And it's going to be powerful. It's going to be huge. And they're not going to be able to comprehend it. They're like, wait a minute, what? How that? Then they're going to try to set traps for us. Most High just going to deliver us out of them or prevent them altogether. And they're going to be trying to figure out, wait a minute, how? I don't get it. And they're going to see us doing very well. Very well.
Let's finish this out, huh? Okay.
A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men.
Hey, a sword is upon, the inhabitants of Babylon, including the mighty men. See, Esau's military is getting set up for the Hokadoke, man. You see, when World War III start, it ain't gonna go nothing like America planning, man. That shit gonna go way left quick, man.
Right.
You see, America's mighty men finna get the business over there in that region in the Middle East, man. Because these nations been plotting up on you, man. And the Lord putting the spirit on these nations, to prepare themselves to fight, man. Every nation over there is talking shit, getting themselves ready, man. The hell with them. They're like, fuck them saints. Iran like shit. They did every sanction. They talking about gonna get some new sanctions. Like shit, you been a sanction for 30 years. Like shit, fuck it. You know?
What Russia said, like, they selling all their equipment to
All
anybody.
of them.
Anybody, don't even matter.
Like I did bit Russia like a Walmart over there. 24/7. Hey, they shipping, they sending them bitches out like Amazon, man. You know?
Let's say, just to land back, or say how they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. You know, read about the iron and the miry clay. Basically, Esau's alliances, man. You know, this shit ain't gonna work. You know, hey, everything at this point is inconsistent, man. And all your allies, they gonna be the ones gonna mainly turn against you, man. You know, so we saw what happened. Dealing with Britain. You know, Theresa May, that bitch, she like fuck America, man. Fuck Trump. You know, pretty much everybody got it out for this place now, man. You know, Turkey. They linking up with Russia.
Yeah, they just got a shipment of the first S-400s in Turkey, man. All right, and Turkey said, look, if y'all put any sanctions on us, man, we gonna respond. And this not no threat, man. And they were like, because you gotta understand, Turkey is a big strategic, all right, base. America has a base over there in Turkey where they send a lot of their planes, man. All right, planes. See, you gotta understand. In their region in the Middle East, America got all them bases. Like an F-35 or F-22, they can only go for like 800, 1,200 miles, but they gotta get gassed up, man. So they gotta have somewhere to land, they gotta have somewhere to refuel and recoup. But see, if they alliance and say, fuck y'all can't use our air base no more. Y'all can't use our land no more, man. So imagine how hard it's gonna be for America to project this Air Force in their region, man. All right? It's gonna be a pitiful case for America in World War III, man, especially over there in that region, man.
That's prophecy, though, man. Make me say I'm strong.
Yep.
That's it. Yep.
And if I can add to it, that just shows you that even kingdoms is reincarnated, because that ain't nothing but Asia Minor over there. Turkey, Syria, all of them allies with America. Just like in the Roman Empire, they took it from the Greeks.
Yeah. That's it, brother.
Yeah, I got a few more lines on this one.
A sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots.
Upon their military, their chariots, man. Because those S-400s that Russia's sending out to all these nations, what are they, man? They missile defense systems.
Right.
All right? And where are they going to be aimed at? America's military, America's cruise missiles, man. So those modern day chariots with all those fighter jets, all right? A sword is upon them, man. Go ahead, bro.
And upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her.
Hey, all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, man. Because eventually, what? The ICBM gonna come over to the land, man.
They let you know it's America, though, because America's the melting pot.
Melting pot, man. Because Isaiah 13, what does it say? Ambassador from a far country is sent to you, man. It ain't gonna be, all right, Jawad Zarif. All right, the Iranian minister, ambassador, man.
Right.
It's going to be them ICBMs. That's going to be the ambassador of Russia and Iran and China. It's going to be ICBM missiles because all these nations come to the conclusion you can't talk to America, man. Right. It gets you nowhere. And if you do a deal with them, they ain't going to do nothing but double back. Double cross you, man. You see? So they get to the point, ain't no talking to this bitch, man. They going to fire off, man.
What Malcolm X say, which Malcolm X he learned from our elders. He learned from High Priest Yaquab, or Elder Yaquab and Abba Bivens. He learned from them personally. But Malcolm X would always say, well, you guys speak this man's language.
Yep.
Esau's language is violence. What it tell you in Revelation 18? That's what violence should a great city Babylon be thrown down.
This Psalms 33 and 10 through 11. It says, the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, brings the counsel of the heathens to naught.
And he's going to bring the counsel of the heathens to naught. All right? Because these heathens going to come together and collectively destroy America, But even for them, it's not going to go how they think, man. Like it's going to be a new world order without America, man. No, man. It's going to be a new world order and Yahushua is going to come conquer all the heathens, man. See?
He makes the devices of the people of none effect.
Yeah, he makes the devices of the people with none effect, man. Esau's military, Esau's chip. All right, Esau's technology, man. You know, his one world order, one world government, it's gonna be to none effect, man. You got it, bro.
It says the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua standeth forever.
Hey, it's gonna stand forever because what does he want to do? He wants to set up his son, Yahushua, all right, as king of everything. You know, everything is under his foot, man.
Right.
And he wants the first fruits of Israel to be joint heirs with him, man. The 144,000. See, and that's what's gonna stand forever. See, this is temporal, like it says in Corinthians. The things that we see are temporal, man. But the things we don't see are eternal, man.
Hey man, like, hey, to land back, bro, Salaki, just to land back real quick, like it tells you in Peter, man, that ye might be partakers of the divine nature.
Yep.
You have no idea what our Heavenly Father got in store for us, man.
Yep.
The kingdom is already prepared for us, man. You see brothers back here, man, you know, this brother's got the stones on, and the brother got the incense going. You know, we's on a higher wave. This only this barely the beginning, man. This is the beginning, but
Prelude.
it's a prelude. When we finally get to the kingdom,
Divine natures and people.
matter of fact,
And get
when
your word nature for the elder.
when them chariots come, and even this coon ass nigga Farrakhan know this, all right? But he spoke about it in one of his speeches. He was like, you know, on these ships, there has to be like a world in there. It's like you're on a different planet, and so much space on these ships. It's like you're in a different world. We don't know what the Lord got in them chariots, man. On them chariots alone, all right. It's like you're in a different world, man. But not to mention, the Lord said how He's decking out the heavens, you know, for us, preparing it for us, and then He said He's gonna take us there. He ain't gonna take you by a damn airplane, all right. But he gonna open up to you paradise, man. The Lord created your pleasures, right? It's the things that you want and that you lust for, which the word lust not a wicked word. It just means desire, man. The Lord said He's gonna give you your heart's desire. Then it says in Ephesians, the 3rd chapter, the last couple verses, unto Him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think. So everything you want and you pray for, He's going to exceed your expectations, man.
And what he said, ears have not heard, and eyes have not seen, man. But the way He got a store for us.
And if I
I
can
can't
add
even
to
imagine.
Man.
And if I can add to the brother point, you know, that the brother say the word lust is not a bad word because even Paul, because when you go into the word covet, you know, that's basically like the same thing. Paul even said covet after spiritual gifts, man, spiritual things, man. Ain't nothing wrong with lusting after righteous things, man.
What it's in the law.
It's in the law.
After you pay your tithes, the things that your heart lusteth after, and it named you know, wine and different things like that. You can, you know, get certain things. You can do good to yourself. And you know, after you pay your tithes. So Malachi, dealing with paying your tithes, but it says, if the Lord will not pour you out a blessing from heaven, that there should not be enough room to receive it, man. Meaning what? In the kingdom of heaven, He gonna rain so many blessings upon you, you're not gonna have enough room to put your next blessing, man. Which proves that we're gonna be on other planets, man. You gonna need more space. Hey, just like because we built those treasure cities in ancient Egypt. You know, we built the pyramids. Those are treasure cities. That's what, you know, the pharaohs, they would store their different, you know, gold, silver, precious stones, etc. You know, then they was idiots. So they thought that after they got themselves mummified, they could take that stuff to the afterlife. You know, but you had grave robbers that would, of course, come and get it. But basically, there was a small level. What they did, don't touch what we gonna do. We gonna have planets as our treasure cities, man. And we gonna have slaves on other planets too.
Right.
All right.
That's the word divine for you in Greek. You're going to get to read the precept for you to mention. This is 2 Peter 1:4. It says, whereby are given unto us exceeding great and precious promises.
Oh, exceeding abundantly above all we ask to think. But exceeding great and precious promises. Who is given the promise? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and rest on the descendants, man. The 12 tribes. Oh, Apostle Paul, what he say? Unto which promise our 12 tribes hope to come? You got it out.
And who we were speaking to? King Agrippa.
Yep.
All right. Showing you that the Apostle Paul, all right, didn't change the doctrine, all right, for King Agrippa, man. You know, but Jake always know how to swindle Esau, man.
Yeah, he swindled.
Yeah, he was just flattering him,
Yeah.
you know, and then he got back on this square, man. You know, and it says, it said that by these you might be partakers of the divine nature, having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust.
Yeah, because dealing with the word lust again, you can lust after wicked things.
Yep.
You know, because you lust after things in this world not going to be here. It's the scripture say that the end of all things is at hand. All this shit going to be gone, man. All right, but dealing with the word divine.
All right, in the Greek is physis. All right, physis, and it says the nature of things, the force, the laws, the order of nature. Because right now we are mortal in these immortal bodies. But see, in the kingdom we're not gonna be bound to these laws that we bound to within these bodies, man. That's that divine nature, man.
Right.
Those what they call it second areas, those immortal
bodies.
tabernacles.
Yep, immortal tabernacle.
Yep. And it says the sum of innate properties and powers by which one person differs from another. We're gonna be guys on earth, man.
That's it, brother.
We're gonna be different from these people, man. You see? All these things that you see, like when you go to 300, you know, which they exaggerated that, you know, when Xerxes went into the water and he came out supposed to be like a god king, we gonna actually be that, man. Because you see, Xerxes wasn't no god king because he couldn't stop himself from being taken down, all right, the Persian Empire couldn't stop itself from being conquered by the Greeks, man. Showing you what he wasn't no god king. But in the kingdom of heaven, what does it constantly say about the kingdom of Yahushua? It shall be everlasting. It shall never have an end. It shall be not given to other people. Because we're gonna be God kings.
That's the only way.
We're gonna control elements, man.
We are God. When
Yep.
you look at the word God, what it means, ruler, judge,
Power.
divine one, the angel. That's us, man.
That's that divine nature, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
and controlling the elements. Well, you know, people made out of elements, ultimately controlling the minds of men. That's ultimate spiritual power, man. You know, willing, you know, earthlings to do what you want them to do. You know what we say, brother?
They put it in Star Wars, the Force.
The force. We gonna have it, but like the brother said, those everlasting tabernacles, man. You know, the immortal bodies. And some elder Pastor Hart said years ago, he said we're gonna be a nation of Judge Dredds. And you watch that movie, he would always be like, well, I am the law.
Right.
We're literally gonna be the law.
Right.
The law gonna be in you. Alright? You are gonna be the law. You're gonna be the walking law. Alright? A nation of that, man.
Ezekiel 11:16.
And this is why Esau hate us so much, man.
Yep.
You hear all these wonderful things, man. You know,
Divine nature.
Divine
That's
nature.
why Esau trying to do it through his technology. He want to try to merge himself, you know, with robots and machinery. All right, he want that divine nature, man. But the Lord gonna give that to us, man. You see, that's why Esau's so obsessed with all these Marvel movies, you know, these superheroes, and playing it out in these movies because he's obsessed with that, man. And he knows there's some people on the planet Earth that's promised to, man. The elites know that, man.
man, dealing with the super elite. Why do they profess themselves to be Jews? They could be, you know, pretend to be any other nationality. Why they want to be them so bad? It's because what we got coming, man.
Right. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel 11:16. Therefore say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, although I have cast them far off among the heathen.
And that's what we get, among the heathen.
Right.
Because everybody, all these Christians want to go into the Great Commission. You know, we said go into all nations and preach in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, man. He was talking about those Israelites that were scattered among the heathen. Go ahead, bro.
And although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary.
And that's what you see now. This is a little sanctuary. We were scattered to America, man. All right? This is not the land, you know, that we were supposed to be in that was promised to our forefathers, man. But disobedience got us kicked out, man. The Lord removed us far from his sight, man. Because his eyes always what? On the land of Israel, man.
Right.
That's why the land of Israel gonna get heavy judgment, because those gutter rats are constantly committing abominations there, man. You know, if he did us like that, what you think he gonna do to them over there, man? In that time of judgment, man. You know? Go ahead, bro. Woo.
And it says, in the countries where they shall come.
And the countries where they should come, go ahead.
Therefore say, thus said the Lord Yahweh, I will even gather you from the people.
Hey, the Lord finna gather us from the people, man, in the country where we will come, man, which means that where we will finally be at in the latter end, all right, before salvation. That's why you got camps in Ghana, camps in London, all right, camps in Australia, man. Those are those little sanctuaries that the Lord was speaking of, man.
Right.
Yep. See?
Hey, if I can make a quick point, brother. For you brothers watching, man, if there's not a camp near you, you need to start your own camp.
Yep.
All right? If you don't have a camp in your tri-state area, you don't got a camp within your city, down the street from you, whatever, within your vicinity, you don't have a camp near you, the spirit is out there, you need to start your own camp.
Yep. Yep.
You know? I mean, keep the same order of things, you know? If you in Great Millstone, you teach what we teach, but you need to start it where you at, man. You need to be that example.
Yep.
Stop being afraid, man. Okay?
Let's go, Mark.
And assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered.
Yep, go ahead.
And I will give you the land of Israel.
And we've been assembled first by this word, and then it's gonna be a physical, all right, gathering, man. All right, via Yahweh Shai and the chairs, man. Go ahead, bro.
And they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence.
And that's what's happening, man. We are being purged, man. We have been purged from black culture. We have been purged from plantation Christianity. We have been purged from evil abomination, man. All right? That's what's happening to us, bro. We've been washed by this word, cleansed through this word, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
And I will give them one heart,
He gonna give us one heart, one mind. Go ahead.
and I will put a new spirit within
He's
you.
gonna put a new spirit within us, man. Because to be able, all right, to have these immortal bodies, all right, it's gonna be an everlasting tabernacle. You gotta have the upgraded software, man. Which is that law within our inward parts, man. Because right now, all right, we are rehearsing the righteous act, man. You know, but when we change at the twinkling of an eye, we're gonna be upgraded physically and spiritually, man. See?
Fleshly heart.
Fleshly hearts,
This
man.
is good. It's easy for us to go off in this flesh. It's going to be just as easy for us to keep them law, statutes, commandments. Like breathing, man.
Right.
You know, that's why he said he's going to take away that stony heart, that hard head, that stiff neck, and give us the heart of flesh. Man.
Yep.
You know.
King Solomon was a prelude to that, man. The way he judged with that wisdom, man, that's how that whole priesthood, all right, that 144,000 is going to judge with that wisdom, man. That's why, same way the nations came to see Solomon, they're going to come to Israel because we're going to have what? Those new hearts, man, those new minds, man. They're going to want to run, all right, their kingdoms, all right, like we do, man. You know, because they're going to have their lands. They're not going to be on our level. They're still going to be in subjection. All right? That's why Yahweh Shai known as the King of Kings. He's going to be the king over us, which we're going to be kings, and he's going to be the kings over all these other nations, man. You see? And everything going to trickle, all right, to Israel, man. You got it, bro.
Yeah, because like you had brought out, you know, a couple years ago, see, every time the Lord came, his Yahweh Shai, his appearing on earth, it was always pinnacle, because in every reincarnation and in every cameo appearance, he always gave us something. You know, when he came as Adam, he gave us the knowledge of good and evil. All right, he came as Isaac. All right, before Isaac, we're dealing with Melchizedek. He gave us the new priesthood. All right, he would be the ultimate high priest. He came as Isaac. He gave us Jacob and Esau. All right, each received their blessing. Came as King Solomon. Gave us wisdom. All right. He came as himself, man. He gave us salvation. All right. So pretty much this is a full circle. It's a full spectrum, man. That's why how it says it, man. He comes in the volume of the book. You know.
It's the end game, and now he's going to come and make us like him.
That's it.
Right.
See? Well, say we do not know what we should be, but we know in his appearance we're going to be like him.
We're going to be like him.
Yep.
Same glorified body.
Yep. And that's going to be the full circle, you know, of the house shot, man. You know?
Oh, I got a little bit more in that. Well, like the brother was saying, let's see. Slovakia. And this is book of Ezekiel 11:19. And I will take the stony heart out of their flesh and will give them an heart of flesh. That they may walk in my statutes and keep my ordinances.
And that's what's going to happen, man. The Lord going to make us what we going to be righteous, man. So we can continue to see those blessings perpetually, man. Eternally, man. You see? Because the covenant, you go to the old covenant, you had conditions, man. For being disobedient, you had conditions for being obedient, man. You know, matter of fact, you get Deuteronomy 28 and start at 1, and then jump to like 12. You feel, right?
Yeah, let me finish it. It says, and keep my command, and keep my ordinances and do them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God.
So we're going to be joined back to the Most High.
Right.
Through his son, Yahushua. That's why it's called what? It's marriage supper of the Lamb. All right, that feast we're going to have for Yahushua. It's going to be like a wedding reception. You see? We're going to be our power. We're going to be his people, man. Because what? We are the Lord's bride, man. You know? And we're going to be joined back together, reconciled. Showing you that only Israel can be reconciled, man. When you go into the scripture and talk about the reconciliation, reconcile, it's talking about Israel. You know? Lord never called another nation his wife, man. Only Israel, man. You got it.
This is Ecclesiastes 24, and I'm going to start at 27. He makes the doctrine of knowledge appear as light and as Gion in the time of vintage. And when you go into that word, Gion is an old English way of saying the river of Gion, and Gihon. And you know those rivers, those different rivers that was split up amongst Israel, man, it produced a lot of, vegetation, man. That's why I call it land of milk and honey, man.
And with the truth, you know, they say they how the one come down and we will spring up. You know, like the herbs, you know, and that's what's happening, man. You know, this word, all right, is coming down in the earth, and you seeing, all right, righteous men spring up, man. You see?
They say the first man knew her not perfectly.
Yep, absolutely.
No more shall the last find her out.
Yep, and even once in this state, we found out that see, we're not going to be made completely perfect to change, man. You see?
For her thoughts are more than the sea, and her counsel profounder than the great deep. I also came out as a brook from a river, and as a conduit into a garden. I said I will water my best garden.
Yeah, and the best garden is the elect. See? Because what Israel also knows in Isaiah the 5th chapter, the Lord's vineyard, man. Vineyard with the elect, man. You know? That's why scripture say the harvest is plenty, but labors are few. You know? Pray to the Lord that he sends laborers into the harvest, man. Because the elect is like into a vineyard, man.
I don't know what you do with a garden that you hold dear to. Put a hedge around. It says, I said I will water my best garden and will water abundantly my garden bed.
And that's what's happening, man. All right, that's why you can go onto YouTube any time of the day and watch a lesson, man. You know, you cannot keep up with the lessons going out. It's the Lord put the Spirit on me to water his garden abundantly, man. You know?
And lo, my brook became a river.
Yep.
And my river became a sea.
And that's what's happening, man. What the Lord say about the kingdom of heaven, man? It's like a mustard seed, which is the smallest amongst all seeds. But when you grow, it's a great tree, man. And that's what happened, man. And that seed was planted back in Elder Alma Village, man. Look what it has grown into, man. All right? A global movement of righteousness, man, in the earth, man. You know?
And what John 7:38 say, he that believes on me, the scripture that said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Rivers of living water, man. You go into the word belly, you're going into your mental, all right, faculties, man. You know, and you look up mental faculties, man. You know, it goes into, what you can comprehend, what you can retain, digest, man, all these different things, man, because that's how you eat Yahushua. Understand this word, that's how you eat the Yahushua. That's what they didn't understand in John the 6th chapter, man. They thought he was talking about cannibalism. You know, they like, he tripping, Mary's son tripping.
They say, I will make doctrine to shine as the morning, and will send forth her light afar off.
Hey, you make doctrine to shine as the morning, man. Because in the morning, and the Son comes up and covers everything, man. And that's what happens, man. The doctrine is covering everything, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
I will yet pour out doctrine as
I
prophecy.
require doctrine and prophecy, man. Something that Christianity don't like to deal with, man. Prophecy, man. You know, because the prophecy of the Lord is against this current system, man.
Exactly. Hey, prophecy. Like you said, Christianity want nothing to do with prophecy whatsoever. When you get on prophecy, man, like you say, it's against this world. When you get on prophecy, this is dealing with death, destruction, and really that alone dismantles this world, so-called Christianity. It dismantles it. See, God is love. He's coming back to save us from the evil world. Well, what about the fact of all the people that's going to die in the midst of hellfire being rained on the earth and all this other stuff? So we just going to ignore the dead people here. We're just going to ignore all that, and we're going to see the rainbows and then people in harmony, the white Jesus with a sheep next to him, next to on a bonfire, and everybody, oh hell, sweet Jesus. And Jesus was a happy day. And then, right. Go ahead.
Like the brother say, you know, the Christians they think the Lord is all love, but this is Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name.
The Lord is a man of war. All right, Yahweh is his name. All right, and we proclaim that name. We come in his name, in his son's name, Yahweh Shai. That's when people ask us whose name you come in, those are the names you're going to get. We know who we're for. You people, you don't know what you for. You Baptist, Pentecostal, Methodist. How are you three different types of Christians at the same time? I don't even understand this. Then you got Bring a Friend Sundays and all this stuff. But then as soon as you ask him about Revelation, he's like, well, that ain't been revealed to us yet. So then you read in Peter's, well, okay, Revelations ain't been revealed to you. So now we're going to read in Peter's where it say these elements going to be dissolved. What that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like these people going to get destroyed and the wicked going to die of death. You know? So what about these people that said, hey, forget Yahweh Shai, if he is the Lord, let that curse be put upon our head and our children's head. So where do these people fit in at? You know what I'm saying? Because these people got to be walking, these Jakes got to be walking around today with that curse on them and their children. See what I'm saying? Well, you see
it being fulfilled now. All these different Jakes being killed off of stupid manners, like what's that incident that happened in front of the weed store? Yeah, two women got to fight and she dropped the baby fight.
That's it.
She was cursed and her baby cursed. See, that's why a lot of times you see these women, they all jacked up and fat, and you see these Jakes who can't catch a break. See what I'm saying? These scriptures, like you was getting into, they speak in prophecy. That's very powerful. And these folks don't want to deal with no prophecy, man. You see these Jakes who can't catch a break. He can't ever find a job. He trying, but he just can't do it. He ugly as hell. A dog just bit him in the leg. Piano fell on his head while he was walking down the street. And he's like, man, dang, Jake. He's one of those people who that curse is on. All right, him and his children, all them. When you find out a child got mauled by a pit bull and the parents all messed up, or all these different children are deformed, and stuff like that, sickle cell disease, and you got some brothers with sickle cell, you know, but the Lord's gonna heal the brothers, because certain brothers got to be examples of faith. See what I'm saying? And then even some of these people that's not in the truth yet, they're gonna be examples of faith. But just speaking on some of these people who can't catch a break, even sometimes you'll be feeling sorry for them, like, damn, Jake, man, it's like, you think he was in the truth the way he's Satan over here smacking the hell out of him in his life, man. But nah, it's because the scriptures already told you what's going to happen to you guys, and Christianity don't want to deal with that side. Let's talk about what Satan doing. All right, Christianity don't even want to deal with Job. When you speak on Job and you asking why the Most High let the spiritual demon Satan try Job, see, they don't understand the spiritual demon Satan. Because they don't know Satan's purpose. Satan's purpose, he is a righteous left-hand side angel. If you did not know, he is a righteous left-hand side angel there to keep the balance of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Right, he one of the Lord's clappers. All right, he bodies people. He's a hitman for the Most High.
He do the dirty work.
Exactly. Any king has those type guys. Look at King Solomon. What was the brother's name?
Benaniah.
Benaniah?
Yeah, oh yeah. He said he fell upon him.
He fell upon him. Hey, all Solomon had to do was give the word, then the next verse, and Benaniah fell upon him. That was it.
Because Benaniah, he only said one thing in the scriptures, and that's when King David was setting up order. And when King David got through establishing the order, our Benaniah said, it say amen, but Amen, which is let it be. So after he said let it be, well, Solomon said, it was over with.
Yep. Amen. Let's go. And then he fell upon him. That's all you see. See, but nobody wants to deal with that and be like, well, how is this righteous? Well, it was righteous because the Most High deals with balance. They say the Most High is a man of war. You ask yourself, so for King David, why was King David blessed so much? But King David tried to exterminate every last Edomite. Matter of fact, in the land of Edom, King David destroyed every male Edomite that was in the land of Edom, except when you go into the history, there was throughout the scriptures, it tells you that a few of them escaped. Haman, the line of Haman, what was Haman? The Maccabean? Haman,
he was Macedonian.
Yeah, Haman the Macedonian. Yeah. So yeah, certain things happen. But why was this righteous? Even when it comes to the land of Israel, why would the Most High say, "Hey, destroy and anything, even the gold that they got there, melt it all, burn everything down to ashes, and then that's where we're gonna start our land at." It's the land of Egypt. Everybody talks about the land of Egypt, but nobody wants to get into how all these people got slaughtered in the land of Egypt. Do you know how many people died because of these plagues? Explain that. Christianity, how is this righteous if it's just all love? If it's all, I'm about to love you. It's okay. I don't hate you. I just hate the sin, okay? I only hate the sin. This is you. I love. The sin? No, I hate. Don't do it. What the hell is this, man? Hey, in the words of Benjamin, fuck Red. That ain't right, man. Nah, the Most High hates sinners, and he bodies them, man. That's what happens. There's judgment and there's consequences for actions. All right? Everybody want to talk about free will and all that. Okay, well, which men don't have free will, but at the same time, there's righteous and there's wickedness. And there's consequences for wickedness.
Right.
And the wicked have been set against the righteous. All right? And now we're in a time, speaking of prophecy, where we're going to conquer death. And that's one thing, these Christians, they always be in their churches talking about we going to conquer death. And they compare their scripture. I heard a man yesterday, he was just saying amen like 100 times. All right, and within 4 minutes. Amen, y'all. Ain't that right, y'all? Ain't this chicken good? Amen, y'all. Seriously, he was eating chicken and he was like, amen, y'all. This chicken.
Thank Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, thank Jesus, sweet Jesus for this. Oh, let it nourish the body. And he was all in this, but the thing is, when you, well, go ahead.
This song, Proverbs 5:3, it says, "For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil."
That just goes into that Christianity doctrine, man. It tell you all these good, sweet things, man, but it don't tell you the bitter side of it, man. It don't tell you, the Lord hates, the sinner, man. Because he's the one that's committing the sin, man. They don't tell you that, man. They tell you it's nothing but prosperity, just trust in your heart, believe, and everything is going to be okay. But the scripture, they don't tell you that the scripture say your heart is wicked. Above all, man, desperately wicked, man. And deceitful. You don't even know your own heart. Your mind changed like a cartwheel, man. And the scriptures in Ecclesiastes tell you that, man. Yeah, nobody want to deal with that. Nobody wants to deal with it. See, telling you what you want to hear, Jake, in America and all over the world, how far has that gotten you? Nas made a song back in the 90s, and it was called I Know I Can Be What I Want to Be. If I work hard at that, then I forgot the rest of the song. Anyway, you had little kids singing, you think it's motivational and all that. But then when you get older and you realize reality, you realize you done worked hard and you done did everything, and you got this Edomite grinning at the top. Where you think you going? Well, son, I think you got what it takes. If you're willing to do what it takes. And here you go with the sellout stuff. You're finna get ready to make you do some wickedness just so you can make it to a certain point in this career.
Yeah, man.
Or you gotta be a bad influence on your own brethren just so you can get ahead of your own brethren, but you can't even share it with your own brother. See, this is stuff that Christianity don't want to deal with. And even when it speaks of conquering death and different stuff like that, do you know what conquering death actually means, man? Death, you have the spiritual death, which goes back to the left-hand side, Satan. And then you have the physical death that walks around on this earth. And he's called an Edomite. And then you have a death that we have when we get old. And we return back to the Most High. And we come back down later on in another life. All of these are going to be conquered. Now, in order to conquer death, peace is going to have to come by war. And this is constantly put all throughout the scriptures. When you read Daniel chapter 12, it says that the worst time ever in the history of the earth is going to come in this time. So, and it says it's going to even be war in heaven. So the Most High just going to be letting it fly each and every way. Even invisible battles are going to be going on, man. It's going to go down. And you mean to tell me the pastor don't want to describe this? When you ask him this one-on-one, he don't want to talk about it. Instead, when he asked, who you hear that from? Them guys with them robes on down there. Don't talk to them. They might blow something up one day. Terrorists.
Yeah, and just to make a point, man, to clarify, when the elder said invisible battles, he ain't talking about, the spiritual demon Satan fighting the Most High, man.
Oh, no.
But there's going to be moves that are going to be made that are going to be unseen, because I was talking to brothers. I said I was listening to the Bible on audio, the book of Daniel, where you read the 10th chapter. It tells you how Yahweh Shai, who's the top right-hand angel, he was working on the minds of the Medes and the Persians, man. And orchestrating war between them and the Edomites, the Greeks. All right, so the angels are working on the minds of men, and you don't see that, and you don't see the stage is being set for World War III and the actual war that's going to be in the heavens, which is going to be in the upper atmosphere. Yahweh Shai, Michael, the other archangels, and the rest of the heavenly hosts fighting Esau's armies, man. Because that's that war in heaven. When it says how Satan fell as lightning, that's what it's talking about. How fast Esau can go down, man. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
And also when it said in Revelation, you should compare the roughly paraphrase the
Camp of the Saints.
The breadth and the breadth talking about the upper atmosphere.
All right, now as so-called Christianity to break this down, ask Hocab Malone to break this down. The coming destruction of this earth. This is the thing everybody just want to steer away from, as if this ain't gonna happen, man. All right. What about so-called Jesus' word? Is he even still alive?
Yeah, he might be dead by now.
Yeah, he probably dead somewhere in the desert or something. There's no telling where he is, man. Getting eaten alive by some strange vulture, man. But with that being said, it's just like, this is avoided. This is a topic, and it kind of sparked my spirit when the brother got, read that verse, because it's like prophecy. Prophecy, which is one of the main things that we deal with. Everybody just want to steer away from it. But this is how you know the true men of the Lord. Because it say the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. That's in the book of Revelation. So we constantly hitting you with the prophecy. Like, this is what's going to happen. This is the destruction. This is what's going to happen. And even so-called Christianity don't want to deal with race wars. Like, you can bring up Jake being killed by police. Yeah, that was wrong. Bless his soul and his family. He's going to have a peach cobbler dinner afterwards for the family and the mourn and you prayed. Yeah, he was resisting, y'all. He shouldn't have resisted. And some Jakes do be resisting, but at the same time, there's no reason to shoot them. You know, in the UK, they don't have guns and all this other stuff, man. The cops don't. So when it come down to it and guys resisting, another cop just come and they subdue them. Like, cause it ain't gonna be, you ain't gonna run into too many people. That's freaking, it take 10, 12 dudes to take them down. See what I'm saying? It's like, nah, you gonna handle the situation. And he ain't gotta die because of it. You know, but a lot of times, like I say, in America, hey, you about to reach for your wallet. Put the weapon down. It's the valley of the shadow of death.
It's a lot. Like you say is, you have some sticking out your pocket, they panic. What's that in your pocket? It's like, it's my cell phone charger. I don't know. Life on the line.
And it's sad when you gotta be like, hey, I'm just reaching to get my wallet. Is that cool? Get my wallet, man. This is where my driver's license is. Is that cool? Please say yeah, it's cool. Or I ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So then you gotta do that, man. Just get the wallet, and you have to do that. Why? Because you're in the valley of the shadow of death, which is another thing that the Christians don't want to get into.
Yeah, we Psalm 23 all day, but don't.
Right. So I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And Jacob tried to make the valley of the shadow of death a black woman surviving high cholesterol. See, they thought she was on the brink of death, y'all. And she prayed to our Lord, sweet Jesus, and her blood pressure, cholesterol went down. Her level started going down. The good doctors, oh Lord bless them, gave her good medicine, and the Lord let it heal her body. She made it through the valley of the shadow of death. She conquered death. Death is nothing in the spirit. Like, man, what are you are breaking this down horrible, man. This has nothing to do with this. The reason she has high cholesterol is because she has a horrible diet. She breaks all the laws of Yahweh Shai, the way that she eat, everything that she do, the life that she live, and then on top of that, she's in the valley of the shadow of death that's feeding it to her. Simply put, if you want to break it down, but it's like this is something that's constantly avoided and avoided. You know?
Okay, I want to make a point out here. That's why Lamentation 5 and 4 said, our next are under persecution.
Yep.
Daily, man. You know?
This is the book.
And then y'all people gonna learn to love us. You gonna realize we the ones that actually loved you, right?
This is another thing that they don't want to, like to forward to.
This is the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished, being innocent, or where the righteous cut off.
So whoever perished being innocent, you know, why my baby had to die. Okay, first of all, that nigga was a horrible nigga on the planet Earth, man. All right? The Earth is much better off, all right, with your Vontae in the damn coffin, man. All right? Back in the spirit world, man. All right? That's what we come to the understanding of, man. It's a lot of people on the planet Earth, all right, that shouldn't be right now, man. That's why Scripture say the slain of the Lord gonna be from one end of the earth to the other, man. Because there's a lot of people that shouldn't be here, man. You know, they're just a waste of breath of air, man. Taking up carbon dioxide, man. You know? Keep reading, bro.
It says, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
Hey, they that plow iniquity, all right, and sow wickedness gonna reap the same. Right. You know, it's something else nobody likes to get into. All the wickedness that Esau has done. Right. When you start bringing up Esau wickedness, they always try to deflect to something else. Esau got to pay for these things, man. This nigga destroying the earth, animals, people. All right, he's destroying the morality of the earth. You know, he's gonna have to reap that, man.
Right.
That's what people don't want to deal with. Every time you bring up the charges is on Esau, you know, they try to deflect. Well, you know, what about, you know, the slavery of the Chinese? You like, huh? What the hell
They gotta do with anything.
Where you find that at, man? You know, but Esau wickedness, this nigga rap sheet reach to the heavens.
Right.
You know? And you just there can read it. This nigga we find out something new on this nigga every day.
Yep.
This nigga doing something new every day. But then when you talk about him reaping for what he sowed, oh, you know, Jesus came and died for all that. You're like, huh?
Yep.
Wait a minute. I missed something. Yeah. Wait a minute. So he died for he died for Antiochus Epiphanes?
Right.
You kidding me, man? You know? But people don't want to talk about the recompense that's coming to the planet Earth, you know, especially to the Edomites, man. You know? Because they sold nothing but wickedness.
And you know what that's going to do? That's going to restore balance to the planet Earth, man. You know, it says that all the foundations of the earth are out of course. Everything is out of order. But right now, everything is out of balance. You know, the balance the Lord set up, man. And we're going to be a part of restoring that balance. So brothers have a heavy responsibility, man. That's why right now, you know, the power starts within, man. You know, that's why the Lord said the kingdom of heaven is within you. So, you know, every brother, as of right now, like Elder Pastor Ariamla I've been saying, you need to exhaust the gift or the portion that Yahweh Shai gave you, man. You know, go all out. You know what I'm saying? So, because we've been entrusted, man. We've been entrusted with the kingdom, really. We don't see the physical manifestation of it yet, but we on the brink of it, man. You know? But like I say, you know, he that is faithful in least, you know, is faithful in you know, the greatest things, man. You know? How he's going to entrust you over his kingdom, which really is the universe, if you can't even do a couple videos, man. Well, if you can't be a good brother, you can't show up, you know, etc., man. So, hey, that's for you brothers watching too, man. Once again, it's only, you know, some of you Jakes, man, you just only watch videos and that's it. You don't contribute a damn thing, man.
Yeah, and if I could just piggyback off of that, you know, like I say, a lot of you Jakes, you don't contribute. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got an opinion. Well, you know, I think brothers should start doing this instead of going back and forth. First off, where's your body of work before you say anything to men that's actually doing the work? Whether they from Irish UPK and all that, you just a guy who out there not doing shit. But you trying to dictate what different men are doing that actually have a body of work, that's actually going out there putting their life on the line and different things. All right, they putting in the work, they putting in the effort. And it's not enough guys. You know why everything is all messed up? Because it's not enough guys out here pushing, man. Everybody got opinions and everything, but it's not enough men pushing the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. There's not enough men pushing testimonies of faith. There's not enough men out here doing anything, but guess what? You find out the men who on comment boards and the men who doing this and people who subscribing, they outnumber us. Yep. It's like, where these people at?
Yeah.
What they doing? You look at Sakari, you look at all these different camps, even when Unity camps and all these guys together, you like, so what about the other 35,000 people that watched this video?
Yep.
What about all these people that subscribe to this channel? Where are they?
Where are they? Yep. Time.
Where are they? And guess what? Nowhere to be found. Well, on the comment board with all types of opinions, all types of ways you should do things, all types of stuff, but you ain't got no body of work. You have nothing to back up anything that you've done. Well, I'm not a prophet. I'm not a teacher. That's y'all like. I'm more like a help. Okay, well, what have you helped in? Have brothers. You know. Okay.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31 down to 32. Beginning at verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of their houses.
Exactly, in the doors of their houses. Or as Jake said in a rap song, niggas talking in safe places. Jake talking in safe places, man. You ain't out there. Then as soon as you get nervous, have y'all ever had a guy come by y'all camp? I know some probably had some then, but they'll be like this. Yeah, so the scripture. What scripture was that again? He just constantly looking and he's like, man, what wrong with you, man? You scared? You nervous? Or like they say in the UK, you nervous? You nervous? He's nervous, man. He's nervous. He's scared. What you scared of, man? You scared of conflict? You nervous?
like old boy used to park way.
What's his name was Chris. We called Christina.
Yeah.
That boy needed an Uber to get back to us.
That boy parked all the way down.
Yeah.
God,
He was ashamed.
Then he come back up here, looking both ways and stuff like, man, what's wrong with this guy, man?
red on Friday.
Yeah, he giving vain opinions and all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Talking shit. He did everything, man.
But he was teaching people in McDonald's.
Right. Yeah, I push the words like where I go, like McDonald's, Walmart. I say, oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Put that Big Mac down, knock. And come learn something. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 33 and 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people stood talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from Yahweh. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
They won't do it. They hearers only. They're not doers. And that's in the scriptures. It tells you not to be just hearers only, but be doers of the word. All right? Because faith by itself is dead. But you show your faith by your works. You know? And you don't show your works just to be proud of you. Nah, you believe in the Most High, so I fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So I'm going to do his word and fulfill his works and fulfill his will. All right?
Hey, yeah, this is
You had one? All right, let's get to the last scripture. We're going to wrap it up.
hey, this is John 4. Yeah, this is John 4:35. Say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then come harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest.
It's that time.
Yeah, it's that time. When you go into that term white, in the Greek, it talks about it's symbolic for a ripening grain. And when you go into that term harvest in the Greek, it talks about gathering the men into the kingdom of heaven. So like the brother y'all saying, it's time to push the word to the elect.
We say the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers there are few.
Yeah.
So going back to what Elder,
Exactly.
Yeah. And we in that time, and like you just harping on, Elder. See, Jake was like, you try to get into revelation of the prophecies. Well, I don't talk about all that, man.
Yeah.
Jake, as you mentioned that day, but hey, but guess what? All right, you don't want to hear revelation, all right, or the prophecies. They finna come to you. You know, Ezekiel 9:4 finna knock on you niggas' door, man. Spare not, show no pity, man. You see, spare old, young, women, kids, children, men, elderly, all right? Prophecies finna come to you, man. You ain't got to want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear all that. You ain't got to. It's gonna come to you, all right? These prophecies finna mobilize. Hey man, repent and believe the gospel, man. You know, you don't want to be on the left-hand side of prophecy, man.
You don't. You don't get smoked. Literally vaporized and turned into ashes. Alright? You're going to get turned back into salt, man. Alright? And see, man, these people, they even go as far now as to get mad at us because we pushing them to do the work. And you got people coming for, see, look, man, it's y'all fault that the news and everybody, they trying to come down, they trying to kill people who believe. It's y'all fault because y'all out there on the highways. What? The fact that Israel is known is because men are out there on the highways. Right? So you have a Jake jogging right now. And guess what? He sees the prophets. he got earphones in his ear. He may not be able to hear, but he sees the prophets. He know it. And if he does hear us, guess what? There's another Jake who don't have an excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just jog right on past salvation, the prophets. You just, and Jake, look. You talking about me? You know?
Hey, Yahweh got that big ass VCR. He gonna put in that tape, press that rewind button on it. On their mind, they gonna see it play.
Yep. You see him, don't you?
And he's down here in Mississippi, so he better pick up his pace. All right, because Edomite's gonna be on his ass, all right, like Dion on the receiver, goddamn. He better pick that pace up, goddamn.
And then you even got the other guys. They try to complain. They say, "Well, we ain't required to go out on the highways." Like Jake, now you getting scared. You getting scared because it's coming your way. See, Jake, if you're an Israelite and you claim Israelite, you getting hunted down regardless.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You are an enemy to this man's kingdom.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah. Stop being fucking afraid, man. Hey, man. Because like Elder Malcolm be saying, man, you know, we risking our lives and freedom to do so. Hey, man, we in the southern region, man. We should have other camps down south too, but Spirit got us together right now. Man, you know what Esau want to do to us, man? For the Edomites to know. Do you know what they're going to do to Jake when the time of Jacob's trouble comes and Jake that don't have that hedge, man? Hey, man, the Lord going to have these Edomites out in the open, like these clan Edomites that's wearing a suit and tie, business casual that you see every day, and you don't know what they doing behind closed doors, man. They gonna be hanging. They gonna have Jake hung up on their fucking lawn, burning them, man.
Well, you know that.
On top of shit, man.
They go back to the Ku Klux Klan. When you read about them and you research them, this is what they've been preparing for. They like eventually it's gonna come to a time to where it's gonna be us versus them, and we gonna need to put them all down. That's what they've been preparing for. And that's why they was getting mad at the North. They was like, nah, y'all can't release them, because if y'all release them, y'all releasing really the downfall and threat of our nation. All right, so they right. They were right. Why? Because that's why this is called Bible Belt. They was reading the scriptures. They knew. Like, if y'all let them go, this is the downfall of our nation. They're gonna be trying to intermingle with us, and then they're gonna be taking us down from all types of points that we ain't gonna be able to handle.
Hey,
we need to prepare now.
Hey, that's what Hitler said.
Yup.
When you read his autobiography, Mein Kampf, which means my struggle in German, he basically said the fake Jews, they're responsible for bringing over the Negroes over to the Rhineland. So what was happening is during World War II, Jay was coming over there to Germany and popping them Edomite women, and Hitler ain't like that shit. And he was like, man, you messing up the pure Aryan race. But you Edomites, you're not the pure Aryans. Aryan goes back to Iran, which is the Persians. You want to be everybody except for Edomite. But the point is,
that's because their forefathers was hiding in Persia.
Yeah, yep, Haman.
That's why they call themselves Aryans.
Because they go back to Amalek, which is the chief house of Esau.
Yep. But see, that's why he hated us so much. And see, that's the reason why you fake Jews, you claim your maternal side. Also, going back to the Herodians, because you fake Jews, man, when you came back into power, when Amalek came back into power, see, they was intermingling with our women, man. Same thing Herods did. All right? That's why you claim your mother's side, because your mother was a Jewess, you know, so-called Negro, man. But you want to attack yourself to this, man, but, hey, man, you Edomites, especially you Rothschilds, is watching, hey, man, we going to put a foot up your ass, man.
Right,
you know, so you do what you, go ahead and make your move, man. The brother read scripture earlier, the counsel of the heathen don't come to nothing, man. You know?
This is Amos chapter 6, verse 3. Ye that put far away the evil day and cause the seat of the violence to come near. Verse 4. That lie upon beds of ivory and scratch themselves upon their couches.
talking
Yeah,
about.
they didn't accomplish safe places.
Yeah. And then they put away the day of evil. You know, so what Jake like to say, oh, that's 200 years from now. It's not going to happen in this lifetime. All right? But the Lord say he going to cause them proverbs to cease out of Israel, man.
There you
What-
go. But they, and it's true, that scripture is true, because like I brought up earlier, you got guys that saying we the reason that Esau trying to come down and destroy Israelites. But see, that is true. Spiritually, hey, we're spiritually breaking down Babylon. And yeah, they putting far away today, and they blaming us for bringing it. Like, let's go. We bringing on the end of this society, man.
Right. Yeah, this is war. This war, man. And the Lord said there will be war between Israel and Amalek, which is Edom, the chief house of Edom. That war will be perpetual, man, until Amalek get exterminated. So you can't run from it, man. You know?
Yeah, you're going to die. Go ahead.
And eat the lambs out of the flock and the calves out of the midst of the stall. Verse 5.
Jake be chilling, man. Jake be chilling. They go on. Man, look, man, I got a good job. Then I just got this wife. You know what I'm saying? And she a good one too, man. You know, Jake like
Jake content.
Yeah, baby and everything, man. Like, y'all need to stop complaining, bro. You work hard and you work what you want, you get this life too. Alright, I hear you, Jake.
I need my job. I got a house and over.
Right. They might fire me because of this shit.
Verse 5. That chant to the sound of the viol and invent to themselves the instruments of music, like David. Verse 6. That drink wine in the bowls and anoint themselves with the chief anointments, but they are not grieved of the affliction of Joseph.
Exactly. So our people, they really not grieved. You see what I'm saying? When you see us come out here and we speak on this, it's because we grieve, man.
Yeah.
And we fear Yahweh Hashem and our shot ultimately.
That hey, when you bring up slavery, or you be
Yeah.
talking to Jake, you got Jake. They don't want to hear about, you know, a Roots series or a new slavery movie that came out. I don't want to watch that shit. You know, they're feel uncomfortable. They want to be around Esau and shit.
Yeah, Jake don't want us to watch slavery movies anymore. Why they always gotta show us in that light? Why can't they show what we doing now? We got businesses, we doing good. Like, Jake, you are doing horrible, by the way. And then number two, why wouldn't you want to see your history? This is where you came from, man. You were slaves, getting beat. You were nothing but property, and you mad at it. You get mad. You should be mad.
Right.
And you look at the Edomite right next to you. Yeah, him and his people responsible. And guess what? Jake can't owe you $5. But meanwhile, this man whole family tree can get away with it. His whole lineage. Then you had a nerve to work under him. And you talk about you doing good. Speaking of Black Panther, we spoke on Black Panther last night, right? The dude from Black Panther, he made anywhere between, the guy who played Black Panther made anywhere between $3 to $5 million off that movie. Then Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger, made $1 million. And then under that, the next one was the bald-headed general woman. She made $800,000. Then under that, everybody else was making around Angela Bassett made $400,000. Forrest Whitaker made like $200,000.